Hoka says on its website that the Bondi 7 is the most cushioned Hoka running shoe. It falls into the max cushion category, and from looks alone, it looks like it could steamroll the competition with its massive stack heights. Hi guys, welcome to Running Shoes Guru. I'm Brandon, and today we are reviewing the Hoka One One Bondi 7. Now when I think of cushioning, I think of Hoka. Their oversized midsoles and thick stack heights provide a marshmallow soft ride that no other brand can match. The Bondi 6 was released 2 years ago, so the Bondi 7 has been 2 years in the making. It's still, however, a minor update. The midsole and outsole remain the same, but it gets a brand new upper. When taking the Bondi 7s out of the box for the first time, I was amazed by the sheer enormity of the shoe. It's by far the biggest shoe I've ever bought. It measures 37mm in the heel with a 4mm drop and a weight of 303 grams. I tried to flex the thick midsole of the Bondi 7, but it was really stiff and inflexible, much stiffer than the Clifton. When trying the Bondi 7s on for the first time, I could feel the bucket seat arch against my midfoot. This was a sensation that I also felt in the Clifton, but I eventually got used to it. My very first run in the Bondi 7s was a slow recovery run and an underwhelming one. The midsole felt really firm, firmer than the Clifton and even the Rincon. I expected the ride to be marshmallowy soft, but it was more of a medium firm. But once I got used to the idea that the Bondi 7 is not a super soft shoe, my second run in them was more pleasurable. They felt more efficient and faster than I expected them to feel. It was a long weekend run, which was supposed to be about 30 kilometers, but this time I had to stop at 22 because the shoe just didn't have enough cushioning and comfort to go the full distance. The Bondi 7 fits very narrowly, and the average person will have to get the wide version. Even I found it to be snug, and I have extremely narrow feet. The height of the toe box is fine, but the width is too narrow, and I could feel the sides squeezing my feet during runs. The new addition to the Bondi 7's upper is the memory foam collar, which feels like a dense sponge that slowly springs back to shape once you compress it. Hoka says that the new memory foam collar was designed to accommodate a narrower heel, and it worked perfectly with my feet. The tongue is not gusseted, but it has wide wings which hold it in place so no tongue slide occurs. The Clifton 7 does have a gusseted tongue, and is $20 cheaper than the Bondi 7. So the reason why Hoka decided to skip out the more premium Bondi 7 is a mystery. The Bondi 7's midsole, like most of Hoka's shoes, is good old-fashioned EVA. Its medium firm density makes it more versatile, but it ends up making the shoe feel more like a daily trainer than a max cushioned one. I used the Bondi 7 for easy paced runs between 10 and 20 kilometers. I found the midsole to be much too firm for recovery run days and even too firm for long runs, but middle distances were the sweet spot. My favorite thing about the Bondi 7 is its Meta Rocker midsole. It works similar to a rocking chair in that instead of flexing in the forefoot, it rolls you through transitions, improving efficiency. The rocker midsole is one of the things that Hoka got right on the Bondi 7. While lots of other Hoka shoes have the Meta Rocker geometry, they flex in the forefoot, so the rocker can't roll you through your stride effectively. But on the Bondi 7, the stiffer midsole really helps the Meta Rocker shine. Stability in the Bondi 7 is excellent. The midsole isn't overly soft, so there isn't any lean bias. I thought that I would get used to the prominent arch of the Bondi 7 the more I ran in the shoe, but this was not the case, and I could always feel the arch throughout my runs. The Bondi 7 is a neutral shoe that feels like a stability shoe. One thing that I noticed about the Bondi 7's EVA midsole is that it performs very differently in various climates. Early morning runs in South Africa, where it's winter right now, felt much firmer than in Singapore, where the humidity and heat is much higher. The outsole of the Bondi 7 has copious amounts of rubber, and there's blown rubber on all the high wear areas. Rubber durability is acceptable, but it's not close to the durability of Continental or AHAR Plus rubber. I found the traction of the Bondi 7 to be excellent on tar roads, pavement, grass and gravel in both wet and dry conditions. So there we have it. The Bondi 7 isn't a bad shoe. It has good foot lockdown, a stable ride and a durable outsole. Its Meta-Rocker geometry helps make transitions feel efficient, and it has plenty of stability features. However, the Bondi 7 is supposed to be a long-distance max cushion trainer, but it doesn't fall into the category it was meant to be in. In the Bondi 7, you don't get that signature Hoka running on clouds experience. Its midsole is not soft enough for distances over 20 kilometers. And for me, the Bondi 7 fits more into the daily trainer category. But even as a daily trainer, it's too heavy and too expensive. Hopefully, Hoka makes the Bondi 8 much softer and adds in a gusseted tongue. Because as it stands, the Clifton 7 is a much better Bondi than the Bondi 7. Get the Bondi 7 only if you want a firmer, more stable ride with a more durable outsole. Otherwise, the cheaper Clifton 7 is a softer ride and a better max cushion trainer. Thanks for watching our review. Let us know down in the comments what you think of the Bondi 7 and if you agree. You can also read our full written review on runningshoesguru.com.